2 10 feet buildings, side by side, in a long rectangle.
All right. I
shouldn't have.
was just trying to help fill the time while I was doing. But here is the center, what we would call that bell tower, which is going up. It's very, very high. There's what you wanted to see, after all. And coming up to it, in front of it, you can see there's sort of an open area like this, attached to this rectangle, and there's some steps. And kind of has some turrets around the sides. I won't tell you what's in the back yet. Okay? So as I said, it's as you're coming up now to it, you're fully seeing it in front of you.
What told you? Probably should run around to the back.
Do you want to run around to the back?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Does anybody want to go with him?
Viareggio, go with him.
So
Okay.
So that's a good run.
The order of the divine
Divine form.
rank must stick together.
So around the back, you just see more like turrets going up this way. Sort of space like that. As you go around this side and around the square building, just a square building. It has some very small, windows, slits mostly. Like I said, there's windows there that you can see through, but they're mostly broken and stuff like that. The back end it's a little more irregular like this. Nothing much that you can tell. There is a back door here, apparently. And there's a front door here.
Okay, run back.
I'm starting to lose my ink. So you're going to go back to the group, and you can report in that, yeah, it's a building all the way around.
All right, it doesn't have any holes.
All right.
No holes.
All fixed.
Okay.
All thick and
Well,
thick.
Looks like it
Which
might
one go
be
first?
taken good care of.
You can go first.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Now this is Pietrasanta Abbey.
Yes, just. I think I wrote that down. Yeah, I did.
I wrote the All right, well, man, check for traps in the door.
So she's going to go to the front door,
Yeah. Check
right
for
up
traps.
here, the front door.
Yeah, I'm telling him to check for traps.
I'm gonna look for a trap.
All right. So go ahead and roll.
You need to roll your 100.
Yeah,
Give me the 100 over there. I'm going with you.
What's your check for traps?
35.
35%.
I will.
I don't know.
81.
You did it.
Okay, so you check. There's no trap.
Bitchin'.
All right, but you can tell whatever you've done with your tools, looks like nothing seems to have done anything. So not an issue.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, so you can open the door wide open. As you go in and you enter, you're standing in a flooded antechamber. So there's water. It reeks of like decay, like smells. Really stinks really bad.
Gross.
The antechamber is over 100 feet long. So this is in this area that you're in right here. There's 2 sets of double doors leading south and a small door that leads to the east. Now, as you're starting to move through here through the water,
I'm gonna say, should I set a trap at the front door?
It's up to you. You can.
I'm gonna set a trap at the front door. I'm gonna say it doesn't activate, and that's one of none of us will activate the trap. So I'm gonna set it to do it. I'm gonna set it to do an explosion.
okay, so what are you using?
The glyph of warning, that's all the stuff.
Right, what are you using it on?
Using on the door.
On the door itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
all
someone
right.
opens that door,
All
the
right.
front door, other than us, it's gonna trigger an explosion.
What type of explosion?
It just says explosion.
Okay. All right.
I'm assuming it's like a regular
It's like
exclusion.
fire.
So as you're starting to set, okay. So as you're working to set that,
No, I'm kidding.
Once he starts pulling stuff from there, you know it's bad news. Or it's good news. You never know.
Yeah,
What if
come on
there's
now.
What if there's people working here
Bullshit, they're gonna kill us.
and then they open that door? I just want to know, just in case. It's okay. You already
There's
said it, but
monsters.
so up out of the water and the decaying water, it pops up.
I'm glad I'm at the fucking door.
So
Bunch of skeletons.
yeah,
Are they
we got
skeletons?
2, but there's going to be 5 skeletons. One
damn,
is on
Ed's
each
gonna
side.
attempt something. Ed's gonna. Oh, okay.
They're all around, but
Is it
as
a short, right?
you're in here, they're popping up. Most of them are like bloated looking, and like they've got decay hanging from them.
You can do something.
I'm going to put them kind of all around you. You're doing it on the front door, and everybody's inside. So let's do this.
They should only pick me in.
I want to.
Well, and once I have something for N to do.
You're gonna turn me in dead, right?
Yeah, I can turn you dead.
Okay.
I forgot to change my flame level up to use everything I never used it.
Go ahead and roll your
Turn me
undead.
dead.
Mm-hmm.
I see roll 7.
Well, that's pretty good. Rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6. That's depressing. Dice, what are you doing to me
Can you
today?
pass me a pencil, Sarah? No, I don't.
That reaction was caught on camera, and I'm so glad it was. So, that was pretty funny. All
I was
right.
like a 7, I could fucking do that. What
So
did I roll now?
they're sort
I
of
rolled
all
a
over the
7 now.
place.
Yes.
That's. Did you just roll a
I
7?
rolled a 7.
Well, 7 would
That
have been
makes
good
me
enough.
so sad.
All right.
What?
All right. So they have surprise, so they're gonna go first. Okay.
Very fucking wrong. Don't worry, Sarah. I automatically turn skeletons. Or zombies. That's good. Paladin gets +2. They're all
Okay.
saving throws.
Ryan didn't get shit again, so it's fun.
I was so happy because I can finally turn things. And his
It's
turn.
his first level.
Well,
to
he,
do that?
it's like a 2nd level cleric right now for him.
Yeah.
But this is the first chance he's got to turn something.
Sarah, I think my trap at the front doors now.
So they all have swords. The first 2 hit. The first one is going to hit Rotty.
No!
He hits Rotty 4 points. The 4th one hits 1, 2, 3, 4. He's swinging at. Incredibly, he's swinging at Lizzy. So as he swings at Lizzy, Lizzy makes a sudden move, which avoids most of the hit, and you only take 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay, it's up to you guys now.
I'm gonna,
Oh no, wait a minute, that was their surprise. So now we're going to roll for initiative. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, it was in between
I'm
two
gonna
of
turn me
them.
in dead.
Okay?
It's an instant turn for skeletons and zombies.
Okay, alright. So they immediately start running away. This guy's over here, he's heading this way. This one's trying to go through the doors. These are 2, but the doors are there. Okay.
I was gonna hit it while I was running.
You don't want to do that, because
Yeah,
that
and
will
it's
reverse,
it'll
it'll come
reverse
back.
that one.
But it's only one, so we can hunt them one at a time. Like gangbanging one.
You want to gangbang?
Yeah!
Interesting term
Yeah, and-
that you chose.
Yes.
I must admit, I don't know how many other teams have used it.
Totally not family friends.
Okay.
Well, we'll only attack the ones that are blocking the doors. Because I'm
Okay.
assuming they're blocked. Some of them are blocking doors.
Well, they're just trying to move away from you. If you move to these 2 doors, they're going to move away from you.
Okay, well then we don't
So
need
that's
to.
not a problem. There's doors here and there's doors here.
Well, I think I can turn dead every combat.
How is it that it's automatic? Because of your level?
Yeah,
This is
I get them at
level.
level, it's
Alright.
automatic.
It changes depending on what the monsters are.
Yeah.
It's small.
I know it. I didn't know it was that
Skeletons?
high.
It's a cheat for
Must be
Skeletons
like
are
a
the
5th level
basic.
Yeah,
or 6th?
I'm a 5th level.
Wow, that's
Skeletons
good.
are the basic fishes
Yeah,
that
I
are hurting them.
know. I know.
But
These were just supposed to go. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
but
boy,
they're not
I'm
usually.
serious.
Don't worry,
That's
Paladin.
gonna go like, oh boy, I'm so terrified. And then all these skeletons run away.
Yeah, for you, Viareggio,
I was
he's like,
surrounded by
I'm
2 of
so
them.
glad we're in this water. I can duck
I'm in
down and I
class.
can't see my pee and my poo.
He is still still.
You can breathe.
The water is just like 4 feet high.
I just don't want to swim.
I'm gonna collapse and shoulder and say, look, a priest can always turn better. I see, this show is my holiness. My
Yeah,
majesticness.
you're just showing
I
your magnificence.
radiate holiness.
So it appears you're the leader now.
Yeah,
Seems to be.
You know, if you were 11, you could turn the ledge.
I couldn't. I can't.
Could have saved your friend.
I couldn't. I can't even turn a vampire yet. Nonetheless,
Which doors do you want to go through? There's one all the way at the end of the
Guess the
hall.
divine farm
There's
is a little bit
double
to the
doors here.
Let's do the one at the end of the hall first, because that's
Okay.
probably it's shut off area.
Okay, so you go into this area.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like how you're in command of the situation. This was evidently a place of private meditation. There's a stone statue of a woman with a large pointed pointed crown.
Wow.
Stands in the balcony looking at This is basically. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit through a lot of chaos.
It was a lot of
Yeah, it
chaos.
was.
There's a huge difference between the two. Michael's smiling. Richard looked very bored.
Did I?
Yeah.
Richard always looks bored.
He's smiling and you're frowning.
Am I?
Richard,
Yeah, it is.
so-
Like you both just kind of have your mouth open. Yours is just kind of like. And his like.
Okay, so this was this little room that you went into, and there's a statue.
Stop doing it even with your mouth closed. You just look angry.
I'll just draw
Richard
the
has
boobs.
resting bitch face like I do. Okay, it's okay. Some people have it.
Okay, I can't quite draw the boobs. This thing is not.
And the point moves.
Many boobs you
It's
go
like
in.
those retro looking bras
Yeah.
that have, right?
Yeah, you know,
Pointy.
the torpedoes.
You make
Yeah.
one mistake in pronouncing, describing
I
something.
did that.
Wow.
I did that on purpose, just to make sure you guys were awake. Okay.
Ronnie's awake now!
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Lizzy didn't even bother to go in.
I'm gonna-
She, it's just boobs, guys.
Franzio's gonna give you a little time.
A little touch.
Yeah.
The real
Rub a
question is,
little.
how does that
I'm gonna go
feel?
behind the statue.
Is Chastity getting a little
Well,
tight?
he might not be real happy because this other guy's going out there and he's like rubbing the boobs. He's like, what the
I'm gonna go
hell?
behind the statue.
Okay, you want to check behind the statue? Roll a 20.
I always check behind statues.
And you can't find anything about
Ronnie's
it.
gonna try to push this down.
It's pretty much by itself. You know, it's a full figured person.
Now,
There's
I
no
think
real thing it's standing on or no
Yeah.
pedestal like.
Is that holding anything?
Well, it has a cloth
Is the
around it.
statue
I
holding
mean, it's
Like
it's
if
naked
someone-
from kind of like Venus de Milo going up. You know, it has short hair, but it has arms and it has two tits.
If someone went
The boobs.
underneath where the legs are and looked up.
There's no legs. There's
Okay.
it has like a.
Oh,
my
it's
God, what is she? Oh my goodness! It has like a robe around from the belly down.
Is the statue holding anything?
She's just got her hands extended like this, you know, out in front of her, so to speak. So she's just like this. You
Oh,
know.
it's like she's
Yeah.
holding. Maybe
that
she's
a
holding.
baby?
Supposed to be holding a son.
Maybe she was holding a basket. Maybe she was holding
You
a
should put
cat.
something
She
there.
could have been holding a baby. She
A
could have
son.
been holding a
Yeah,
baby.
Some of those figures are hers too, right?
The amulet.
The
in our
first thing
room,
we do
they
is
are.
look underneath them.
Maybe we should go and put them
Always look
on.
underneath for quality.
That's how
If
you
there's
do it.
undies,
Well,
they
there's-
put some effort
There's
in
no
there.
quality here that you can see. per se,
Ah.
so.
Yeah, you bull crap. Did you not collect your item?
So,
Get rid of it!
all right. So you can just say but you can obviously, this is something that was obviously of importance.
Yep.
It's probably the entity or the deity of this monastery or this abbey.
What's the shape of the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it for
So it's just a half shape, kind of like a half circle like this. So,
Maybe
but there's
missing
there
some.
you can see that it's probably a place where the
Is
No.
this probably the
No.
square building or no?
no, this is just a small side where the monks probably came in and prayed.
I
Okay.
was just gonna make a prayer.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we do that
It
too.
would be funny if it's like the thing that you're
Right
supposed to be
in
holding
right.
is the sign.
That's what I thought. That's
But,
what I said. That's
okay.
on my deal.
So you guys can file out, and you have the two doors to go through, and I assume you
Yes,
can
you
go
know
through
why this place is cursed. It's
Yeah,
meant
you
to be holy
can't. You
object.
really don't have much to say about it, Viareggio, because this place has been closed down for like 700 years, so nobody's been there. So you're going to go into what we're going to call the nave. So there's stained glass windows. They're set into the upper section of this huge area. They're broken and dimmed and currently lack any beauty. Open windows allow some dim light into the room. There's 8 central pillars that are ornately decorated. Steps lead to a raised area in the north. I'll draw all this out where the priests must have once done their worship services. There's one small door that's going to lead to the east, which is going to be this way. This one must have been a magnificent chapel. Now swampy water and piles of rotting debris fill the room. Okay, and you can see coming up from the water, and the water is, again, it's about 4 feet deep. It's a
Right.
little tough for
You're
you.
Roddy.
Yeah.
Okay, this.
I'm gonna pick up Roddy and put
It's
him on my shoulder.
way high for you. So you can see like there's some wood, and it looks like it's pretty mangy wood sticking out through up above the water. So this is your big octagonal building part.
Okay.
There are some, to scale it's going to be pretty tough, but around in the center, I'm just going to use X's because I'm running out of ink, are the columns. And up here is the dais, sort of the platform
Okay.
that's up there. And Yeah, there's some steps leading up to it. And there, you can see there behind it, there's what looks to be some enclaves or open areas that you can get to. So we're going to move you guys all into this area. The zombies are here. And the door that I spoke of to the east is just right over here.
Where?
So you tell me kind of what you want to do in this area. As you're swashing through the water,
4 feet, you're basically
Where is my needle pointing to?
4 feet for you is swimming. What is your thing pointing to?
Yeah.
Your thing, your compass is actually pointing to the east.
Towards the eastern door.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, okay, so that's where we need to go.
And it's gonna go up to the little altar area.
We can do that first. I was gonna say we should probably do that.
So as you walk through the water, you feel occasionally some bumps as you're walking through. I'm going to say that sometime during your travel, as you were walking up here, the N went ahead and put back on his his calf guards as part of his suit of armor, and we don't have to worry about that. It's unfortunate. So your movement rate through here is a little slower as you're sloshing through, and unfortunately you hit some things as you're going through. Now you're going up to the altar itself. Okay. Let me check here very quickly. So as you walk up onto that raised platform and dais, this is a dry section. It's the most ornately decorated area you see. All the walls are carved in relief. An altar stands in the middle of the floor, and the two side chapels are windowless and very dark. There's two sections. Let me erase this part because it's no longer necessary. As you go back to the altar is here, and as you go back, you can see there's two alcoves going this way, and there's a much larger alcove going back here behind. And there's kind of like, it's not doors to any of these alcoves, but it's like the walls are like this, and then there's just a natural opening in them. So you tell me, you guys can look at the altar, you can see it's a basic altar. There's really, I'm not going to waste your time with checking it. There's nothing secretive about it per se. As you go back through these alcoves, I'm just going to try to help you a little bit. You can see sort of like a nest in, looks like a bed of leaves and stuff in here. And you can tell that the leaves are organized to be sort of circle. And it looks like it's got like pieces of bone and some straggling stuff. It's leaves and roots, and it looks like it's a nest.
Okay. Big
Something
nest.
is nesting in there. Mm-hmm.
I think it bones.
Hold on just a second.
Could just be an owl.
We can send someone in.
Also in this room is a sarcophagus.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, that's why I was taking a little long. You know what that is. So that's a big, sort of like Egyptian looking thing. It looks like something that some person of importance, yes, high ranking would be buried in. The nest, did you ask about the nest?
How big the bones are.
The bones are small. They're small. They're a little smaller than like your fingers.
Sounds
The
like a
nest
bird.
is like
Like a hawk
is
or
it big? Really big? Or
No, it's not. It's probably basically more than like a foot and a half
Okay.
around.
I wanted to make sure the giant wasn't like in there.
Sure, I would want to make sure the same.
I'm trying to go in there and see what it is.
Open it up.
Yeah, open it up.
Roddy doesn't touch things like that. Look like that. Roddy doesn't touch
I
things.
can just go on you to make you say.
No. You can do it.
The thief.
You
guys
can
are
open
wanting to
it up.
check
And
for-
we'll open the sarcophagus.
I'm in a cat sanctuary.
It is spoon and key.
On it.
Okay.
And it's gonna open the sarcophagus.
Okay, you're trying to lift it. Go ahead and roll your strength. It's very difficult. It's been shut for decades.
I've succeeded.
Okay, so you're peeling it away and pulling it apart. It's crumbling, and as you're pulling it up, it's not a smooth edge that you're taking apart. So you pull it open, and inside this is a dead, sort of mummified body, but it's mostly skeleton.
Okay.
Cool.
There's nothing on it. There's everything's rotted away. There's just dust. You can tell whatever it was dressed in has passed. and you're going to check around amongst the bones and such. Yeah, this is kind of a gray area for you to be doing.
Yeah, he's gonna pour a little bit of holy water.
Okay.
Just to make sure it's not undead.
Okay. Nothing happens with the bones.
Okay, he's gonna make a prayer, he's gonna put some gold coins in there, he's gonna close it.
Okay. As you're starting to close it, you can see there is a sword. It's a short sword.
Pick it up. Steal from the dead.
And can't do it. And it's gonna be like, Roddy, you're.
Roddy can go snag him. Roddy's snagging his sword.
I'm just gonna look away. Go
Wow.
So you're going to run up from behind and very cleverly reach in
Wow.
to a sarcophagus that's way deeper than you.
Yeah.
But somehow somebody's going to lift you up, maybe.
It's gonna grab him and then, well,
Are you gonna lift him up?
I'm gonna lift him up.
Okay, because somebody could use a sword.
Yes.
One of you, I'm sure. Okay.
Wow.
So you take the sword out,
Yeah.
right?
Guys,
Okay, you come down.
Is it cool?
Well, guess what happened?
Oh, Jesus.
Guess what happened?
Roddy gets snatched.
No, you have no way of telling what kind of sword it is because what happened?
Oh, the wizard died.
died.
Alright,
Yeah.
Roddy's keeping his sword and he's keeping it dead.
All right, when you look at the sword, it looks like a regular metal sword.
Oh, okay,
So it's doesn't have the regular shine. It has got no shine on it, like a silver sword.
Let me try.
Make him feel good.
Roddy's
Okay,
gonna.
I got so many things. What did you guys? That's okay. It's okay.
Does it make him feel
I'm not sure. Does it make Roddy feel good?
Do you feel
It's a
good?
sword.
Roddy,
It's a short
let
sword.
me hold it real fast because if it's a holy sword, you won't be able to do anything.
Alright, you
I'm
take
afraid.
it.
I'm
You
gonna
take
take
it. You
it.
take it.
And what do you want to do with it?
Swing it.
Swing it. Feels like a sword. You're
I'm gonna
swinging a
hand it
sword.
back to him. I'm gonna pour some holy faith power into it.
Holy faith powder. I've never heard of
This
that.
is an anime. You can't
You know,
just.
He's pouring holy
Holy,
faith powder.
holy swords
Where
work
he got
more
from
on the
where?
paladins, right?
Yeah, holy sword
What?
work on a paladin.
I-
Holy swords work
No,
on
one of the
paladins.
best
They know it's a holy
Paladins have
sword.
if it's a holy sword, they have the circle of power.
So here's roll a 20. Let me see if I can help you. You took a lot of heat. You roll like a turd.
Now you
Okay.
know the sun.
You can tell. So
There's a short sword called the Sunblade that clerics use, and it's a holy sword.
So this is not
Yeah,
at
Sunblade.
least not to your telling. But as you're swinging it back and forth, it feels like it's got good weight. It's got good, good stamina to it, and it's not terribly heavy.
Feels like good swords.
So it feels like it's a good sword. It's a
Okay.
well-made sword.
Is it one of the
After
full-
all, it is in a sarcophagus in an abbey.
Yeah.
It's true.
Does it have like ornamental stuff on
He
it?
says it
No.
looks plain.
Oh.
It looks fairly plain.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
the
not
hilt is
high.
the hilt is fairly plain.
It's
It's
not
not
high
raised.
pretentious in any way, shape, or form like
You want
the,
the sword,
like the
Roddy?
statues.
Yeah, Roddy's taking
I'm
this
gonna give
sword.
him the sword.
Okay, you're going to take the sword. How many swords do you have?
Roddy's got a dagger, a
Why don't
bow,
we
a
give
short
it
sword.
your sword?
I
I think I proved my worth with the snake.
Which sword are you going to give him?
I'm giving him my old short sword.
So he's giving you a short sword.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
about that sword?
Nothing. It's a plain short
Just a
sword.
plain short
Yeah,
sword?
he's a plain.
Is it silver?
No. It's nothing.
Okay, he's
It's
basically
short sword.
handled you dirt.
I got a sword.
Just
Is
so
it
you know.
1d6?
He
It's a sword.
upgraded from a dagger
It's a
to
1d4 sword. Yeah, that's true.
I'm
Let's have to swing the sword around.
Yeah, okay. You feeling good?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I'm a real adventure.
All right.
We'll go to this one next.
Temple of the Transform for life.
While Roddy's in there and he's pulling out the sword, roll a 20 for me, just very quickly.
11.
You see something. It's real hard, and it's round and circular.
Oh,
It's circular.
alright, Roddy's gonna pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up, and it feels like a stone.
On the hand.
You can tell it's kind of faceted, so it's dirty. It's very dirty.
Okay, Roddy's gonna spit shine.
Spit shine it. Very good, there,
that's
Roddy.
probably
It is a ruby.
What?
It's worth 100 gold.
Bitchin'!
Maybe put the ruby on his
Roddy's doing some thief stuff
I
now.
know.
Good job.
And as you're looking, roll another 20.
I'm gonna
All
check
right.
the nest.
Roddy rolled an 8.
The nest has, the nest. So you can come out of the sarcophagus. The nest just has what looks like, it looks like it's got some fur,
Yeah.
and there looks like some like guts or something, like maybe something was eaten here. So there's little bits of blood stains and things around it, and you'll find like an occasional tooth in there, some bones, some small bones, things like that.
Owls can't digest those.
No feathers, but there's fur.
Gorilla.
There's nothing live in the nest. The nest itself is not alive.
Gorilla?
Is it a gorilla?
Oh wait, they don't eat meat.
You know, why not? I'll search the net.
You know D&D.
Well, I've already explained what's in the
Okay.
nest.
It's an owl there.
There's nothing much in there.
No.
The beyond. What you can tell is, what you can tell from it is food. No, it's this size. Owl bears are much.
Okay.
It's just an owl or like some sort of bird of prey.
So now you're outside this place, and you've just made a great snag.
Maybe it's an eagle. Oh, yeah.
I got myself a sword. Oh, yeah, that's kind of more British.
Yeah, that sounded British. You got to talk like this. Like I'm making you a pizza pie.
I got the sword.
So
That's
you can
good.
leave. You can go here. You can go here.
I'm a sword man.
So we're gonna save video
We never
space.
explore anything.
Yeah,
so
we're
might
gonna
as
go
well
in here,
explore.
and this is just a big empty room. It's got some chairs
Boss
and a couch. Looks
I'm
like
gonna
this
be
is
a
where,
hero.
whenever they were getting prepared to come out here, there was a table here. It's just your basic stuff. Looks like it's a
I'm gonna say,
preparation
hold
area.
up, guys.
There's a
In
cracked
every
mirror
abbey-
on the side.
In every abbey and every church, there's a secret dungeon. There's one in my church. Guarantee this.
There's
one.
none
Did
in
you
my
know where
church.
Father Gregory took the kids?
That was
There's none in mine.
20 plus years ago.
Okay, that's a great statement, but has nothing to do with where you're at. But fantastic, very fantastic. Some very fantastic statements
And
have
some
been
will
made.
look in the-
This one made a fantastic
There's a
statement he
mirror.
doesn't know about.
Father Gregory.
It is, however, cracked.
Wait, what?
It's a hand mirror that's in here. It's cracked. Looks like it's a place where they were preparing to go out before
Maybe
they
it's
came on
a
stage.
Show it to
No,
the ghost.
I don't think it is. I just wanted to see
Show
if
it
you
to
look
the
at
ghost?
yourself.
Yes.
Which ghost?
Wasn't there a lady trying to bring men into the forest?
The what?
Ah.
Maybe show it to her and she'll scream.
Where?
Wait, what?
I'm gonna take the mirror.
Oh.
Okay, it's a hand mirror.
We
It's
have so many
cracked.
mirrors, too.
Part of it is.
Don't look at it. You're gonna get bad luck.
You're gonna look into it.
Don't do it.
Roll a 20 for me.
Do you see your reflection?
So look back at you as yourself, and it's cracked.
How many years of bad luck does he get?
That's if you break a mirror.
That's it. Break it.
I thought it was if you looked in one.
No, if you break it.
Oh.
in this one there.
Okay, so you go in here, and only in here is another sarcophagus, just like over there. So there's just the sarcophagus. There's no.
How many rounds does it take? How many per se rounds have we done since we checked the first sarcophagus?
How many rounds?
Yeah.
4.
Okay, Sarah, check it. You still
Okay,
saying.
I'll open the
You still saying. I'm gonna go up to Sarah too. It's a little bit bad.
So this sarcophagus doesn't open. It's solid. It's
Oh, okay.
completely solid.
You
Okay.
need to break it.
There's
Anyone get down
there's
there?
And
no,
say I'm not breaking it.
there's no discernible, what you would say,
Correct.
split.
Is there a hole to insert something?
This is how you get into the
No,
dungeon.
there's no hold, but it tells me you're looking around the sarcophagus.
Unless I
Yes.
touch
Roll
it.
a 20.
Come on, Viareggio.
Viareggio.
I got a 6.
On the-
I
It looks
passed.
like a real. Oh, you pass your wisdom?
Yes.
So as you were looking at the sarcophagus, you can see skid marks,
Oh, wait.
Oh, you can move it.
marks across the side on the
Look, this one
bottom.
has a dungeon too.
I told you.
It's gonna
I
be
see
like,
some skin marks.
it's gonna be like, what's with all these churches?
We
and
can
the
push this.
dungeons?
I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna
It's
put my.
D&D.
I'm gonna put my arm on and
He's
shoulder
never seen
and
this.
say, "There's probably one in your church too. You just don't know about it."
Da, 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 da. How amazing he made his statement.
Well,
You need
you're
to have
Father
So,
Gregory in every
so you're
church.
looking.
No.
So you're looking. You can see that this has been moved back and forth, and it looks pretty recent. Like there's no dirt or dust around where those scratch marks are.
I bet the bad man.
I'm gonna help push it with
Okay,
that.
we're gonna.
Got what's
Roll your strengths.
Probably that fucking
I'm gonna help.
I
I see.
rolled a 20.
I gotta
I
Okay,
got
so
the four.
combined, your strength is how much do you think? Yours is what?
Minus
What's your
10.
strength?
14.
17.
All right, it's 27, 20, 32, strength 31. Doesn't budge. Doesn't
We need the little. Come on, little man.
I'll
You're part
push.
of the church
Alright,
of
don't push.
divine order.
How much strength do you have?
Alright, you got 12.
32, 44.
Okay, and how much do you have?
I have 10.
Lizzy will
Yeah.
push.
You said 10.
So all of your pushing, doesn't matter what you roll, it doesn't.
We gotta touch something.
I'm not
Good
big
for
on
you.
it.
Touch something.
Maybe there's a lever.
So you're gonna check it over. Roll
Right,
20.
everybody's gonna look
Maybe we're
away.
pushing the wrong way.
14.
Cannot find a button. You're touching all of the
Maybe
ornate
we're pushing the
features
wrong
around
way.
it.
I should
Torch
push
here,
it.
So you're pushing the right way. It's only gonna go one way. And it scratches this way
Touching the
towards the
walls.
center.
Ken's touching the walls.
Maybe we put something in the hands and the tune.
Ken's touching the
Opens up.
walls. He rolled a 19.
That's too far away.
So they're touching everything. What did you say again, Michael? I'm
Maybe
sorry.
put something in the touch's hands.
Okay, so you're suggesting going back to the statue.
I think it's too far away though.
So your suggestion is something makes it move, right?
Something makes it.
Well, yeah, nothing you do here is going to be able to move it. It just doesn't move. That's it. It cannot be moved. You just keep touching everything around the room.
spell.
What? You know what I'm thinking then is you gotta be on the other side to open it.
No.
There's another entrance.
I don't. Maybe.
This is an exit only.
Is there a bookcase?
There's no books. There's nothing else in there except the sarcophagus
There's a
itself.
whole other building.
There's definitely scratch marks and scrape marks that you can see on the floor. A lot of them. They're very well done. Where this has been shifted to the side.
No, wait, I'm pretty sure
No
there's
candle
nothing
holders. There's
in
nothing
here.
in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a prayer.
Maybe we're just not strong.
Make a prayer to God that's on your own. So,
It's still what if Roddy tries? Roddy's got no religion. Maybe if he prays.
I'm gonna cast magic sense.
So
You're
you're gonna
God
cast
of the church.
magic sense.
Roddy
Magic sense
believes
is
you.
spell or magic
Open it
power
up.
for $10.
So I wouldn't call it magic, okay? There's no magic that you sense.
Okay.
This is I'll give you this. It's obviously a mechanism,
definitely
Something-
needs a puzzle.
something that's going to make
Is
it.
there an impression on the sarcophagus?
In what respect?
Like any things you
Slot.
Yeah, there's nothing
Yeah.
about it. You've touched everything. You've tried to turn. You've tried to push everything. You've taken the time.
Maybe we say the magic words, open sesame.
And nothing happens.
Damn.
Good
If you
try.
need a little butter or grease on the bottom, remove.
Yeah,
Little shot.
maybe.
You got that ruby, right? Maybe
Yeah.
put that ruby in that fetch's hand.
So I'm just going to assume at this point that you've okay, just to help you move along. You've tried everything you can here.
I'm gonna leave the room.
Okay,
So nothing's going to happen for you.
maybe
Okay?
we just need.
So you're going to come down. Yeah.
We're gonna go through the door.
Probably just
Okay. What time are we at? Let's see if we can do one more thing.
10:22.
So, okay. So when you come down here, there is the one door that goes out this big area. And I'm assuming you're just going to go through that door.
Yeah.
However, oops, I'm wrong. How do I correct this? A little further down here is also another door, and it looks like it goes to that bell tower. Just from where your proximity is.
Climb bell tower.
So you can either go through the bell tower or you can go through that other door.
Let's do the bell tower.
This bell tower. I like bells.
Oh my god. Who's gonna drink my 600 gold wine?
Let me suggest. For maybe a bell tower is. It's just a right now bell tower. Maybe a little more information might do you well.
Bell tower.
Oh.
Maybe
We'll
not.
just go fix the door.
No, he didn't. He's used to, you know what it is? He's used to turning off Michael. Okay. That was pretty fucking funny. All right. So you're standing in near deep water. It's like vegetation.
Oh, Jesus.
This is what you would call the cloister.
Crouch.
And that's
I
I only know that because this is also a circular area. This is the area that's leading you
Is there any food?
to that other square big building. There's no food. This area must be a cloister where the clerics once came to meditate. So this is a round
Maybe they
area.
don't meditate on an empty stomach.
It probably once contained a beautiful garden, but now the area is choked with muck, moss-covered saplings, and swamp shrubbery. Creeping vines cling to the pillars that separate the covered walkway from the open area. So there is a covered area kind of above on the top. A fountain rests in the middle, but it has no water. A door to the south stands barred from this side. A door to the west leads into the tower. So there's another door going this way. And the door to the north simply limply hangs from its bottom hinge.
Can you see in the water?
The water's bright, is dirty, it's filthy, it's full of crap, it's full of, vines and
There's
leaves.
spooky in there. Roddy's not going first. You go first.
And I'll go first.
I'll go right after him.
So Anne's going to start walking through the water. You're walking with him. I'm going to put
Put Lizzy in the middle.
Yeah, Lizzy, do you want to hang on to Roddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps?
Roddy, we take her.
Okay.
You big guys can get hit in the nuts first. Roddy's not taking it.
That's okay.
Okay, so let me just go back.
That rises a Leviathan.
Yeah?
Yep.
So let me go
Alright.
to.
Water drag.
Are those all just Leviathan? Maybe not the Logoth monster. He's a dinosaur.
There's differences.
He's like
I'm sorry, this is a big square area. You walk through this circular area, there's nothing there.
Where's
So,
Flash?
this is.
Where's Flash?
It's a big square area,
Where?
and it's got.
Get the square building.
So as soon as I do that, I lose my map because I don't want you to see the map. Got eyes like a hawk.
Where?
So going around it are these pillars like this, and in the middle of it is sort of the fountain.
That of youth.
I'll just make some sort of pretty looking something there.
Is there
So
water?
you're gonna have. There's no water coming out of the fountain. So as you're walking through this, all this water and stuff. Lizzy, I want you to roll me a 20.
See, she's a female.
8.
Okay, so you're all just walking along here, and do you want to go up to the fountain, or where do you want to go? There's nothing really in here. There's no alcoves. There's doors here and here. That's what screwed me up with the questions of the doors.
Do you have the mirror?
Well,
Yeah.
look in the fountain.
Do you want to
Okay.
get me the mirror?
So as you
I'll
approach,
hand it very.
Ian's going to go to the fountain.
Viareggio.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna give Viareggio a hand in the mirror.
Okay, he hands you the mirror, and what do you do with the mirror?
Look at me.
I'm gonna go start showing people reflections.
What did he say?
He's gonna
Citizen
start
showing people
reflection.
reflection.
No.
So you're
point
just going to
at
hold it
people.
up to him?
Yes.
To Anne, or
I'm
to
gonna
Lizzy?
scare the ghost.
So you hold it up to Lizzy, and Lizzy doesn't do anything, and you hold it up to Roddy, and Roddy says,
Wow, that's a good looking stud muffin right
"Yeah,
there.
oh my God, what a statement!" And you hold it up to your mentor, and he says,
Flex.
"All right," and you hold it up to Anne, and Anne says, "Okay." And as you're holding it up to Anne, you bonk, you kind of hit something in the water. It's underneath the water.
I hit something. I'm gonna go reach for
I'm
it.
gonna stab it.
It's big.
Is there something big underneath my
You can
foot?
tell that you're gonna stab at it.
No, don't stab at it. I think it might be. I don't want to be safe.
Shake.
Okay, I want.
Do you want to stab at it?
Maybe just go reach for it.
What do you want
I
to do?
want to. Do you want me to grab the big thing we don't?
I'm gonna go reach for it.
So you reach for it. You can tell it's solid.
It's
Something
solid.
solid.
Something solid. Maybe I'm gonna feel
Hold on.
around. Is there
I'm gonna
like a
grab
little,
it
like,
and lift it up.
What do you have?
You need stats wise? Like poison?
oh.
Gills, you can breathe.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put my head underwater.
Okay, so you put your head underwater and you're looking. It's all yellowish. It's brown and stuff. And you can see that this is something solid. It's like metal. It's like metal. It's actually, as you wipe your hands on it, a bunch of silt and crap falls away from it,
It's like
and you
great.
can see it's like it looks shiny.
I'm gonna try to pick it up.
Try.
You try to pick it up and you're starting to reach around. It's huge. It's very big.
Is it like a chest or a,
No,
No?
it's you can feel it kind of curves in your
like a
hand.
pipe.
it's like a ball.
I'm gonna pick it up.
You
I
cannot
need
pick it
help.
up. It's
I'm
way
gonna
too
try.
heavy.
I'm gonna look for something to
You
latch
can't.
onto it.
So how do you know what's going on?
Maybe
He's
shine-
underwater.
I'm gonna
You
go
told
up.
me.
Can you shine a
Did
light?
he tell you?
Hey, tell me you felt something.
He just said he felt something. That's all.
Are you
I'm gonna
saying
try
it
to-
out loud or are you
yes.
not saying
So
it?
you're underwater at this point. So you're gonna have to come up.
I'm
And
gonna come up and talk.
Okay.
There's
So
something circle and it's
okay.
shiny.
So are you gonna start rubbing
Yeah, I'm
at
gonna
it?
look to see if I can find a handle or something.
Okay. As you're rubbing onto this thing, and you're both rubbing onto it,
I'm gonna clean it.
and Lizzie's over here. Where are you? What are you doing?
Roddy's related.
You're over with
Like
Lizzie.
an eat-dough.
You
Okay.
gotta hold her hand.
Are you going to stay at the fountain, or are you going to come over here to what they're
And we'll
doing?
help.
Okay, so you're going to start coming over to the fountain. Okay.
You're gonna lose something. Jesus Christ.
Maybe it's a genie in a bottle.
It might be changing the bottle.
I don't think it's a genie.
We're rubbing it.
I think it's something deadly. He's reaching for the bottles.
Okay. From behind, and you guys can see that Lizzie sees nothing. Coming up out of the water
Oh,
is a
Jesus!
big, giant creature, and it reaches out for one of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus!
It's 10:30.
Yeah, I know. We're going to stop. This will be it.
Is that
It
what
grabs and it holds. And I'm going to see which one of you it gets and holds, and then that's going to be the end of the night. This is our
Oh,
cliffhanger.
Jesus!
Take me.
So, of course, pick you.
Yes.
Roddy!
So, of
Every
course,
time-
there's three of you, and I rolled 2 4s.
If he tries to drown me.
Okay, so it grabs a hold of N.
Okay.
So it grabs N, I don't know if you guys know what this is. This thing looks like it's huge. It's just, it's weeds, it's grass, it's vines, it's all kinds of bones, it's all kinds of
Oh, God.
vegetation and crap.
Oh God,
inside
not
it.
that thing before.
And it's grabbing around you, yes, and it grabs in, and it sucks in, and in gets sucked kind of inside of it, and it's almost like he's being swallowed by the body of all of these vines, this greenery, this shrubbery, and all of this crap.
They dictate work of the day.
And that's
If
where
you
we
can understand me.
okay? That's a nice little cliffhanger.
We got fire.
So somebody can, and this was all done, and you guys still don't see it. You two see it. Well, you see it.
Wow.
What do you say? That's what I figured. That's a good way to end. Okay. Till next week.
Right.
Will N make it? What is it that's in the water?
So many